The majority of the signings you've made have been really young, like the average age is like 22 of all the new signings, and it's a lot of players. You mentioned about a revolution, that rebuild. Is fans going to have to accept it might take a bit of time for this to kind of all work?
Do you know, fans can do whatever they want. Like, fans are fans, it's their club, Like, we're going to be better with as much support as possible. There's no doubt in that. Like, some of these guys haven't played in front of a crowd yet. You know what I mean? So you look at like Tavares, for example, wouldn't have played that game the other day, 10,000, would have been sort of the most he's played in front of ever. So, it's the same with Lewis Miller. All right, there's bigger crowds in Australia, but Noah Kenner wouldn't have played in front of a crowd yet. So, there's all little challenges with signing young players. They've got to integrate, they've got to bed in, we've got to sort their accommodation out. Some of them haven't got bank accounts and therefore can't spend a penny at the moment. There's all these little bits that we've got to make sure that we focus on their care off the pitch as well as on the pitch. But I would be excited if I was a Hibs fan. I really would, because yes, there's a risk to signing young players, but there's also a big reward. And if you look at the history of Hibs, often they've had these waves of quality teams that have started in this manner and built and built and built and progressed as the season goes on. And I think we can do that. But we're also ready to win now. Yeah. And it's something that I think we can do.
You spoke on your first day about being the perfect time of year to kind of come in and start a new job. You then get a lot of your signings done quickly, and then, like I say, the red tape and external factors kind of stop them. How frustrating has that been, and how excited do you get to see the new signings play tomorrow and forward?
Yeah, listen, it's been frustrating because we haven't had it all our way, have we? There's no doubt in that. But you can only control the controllables and kick on and crack on as you need to, So we've done that. At times we've been excellent, at times we've let ourselves down, but generally that's been in very small periods in games and never in training. So I think we're primed, I think we're ready, I think we can hit the ground running, but of course the proof's in the pudding and we'll all see that Saturday.
You mentioned signing a lot of young players. St Johnstone have kind of gone the other way, a few experienced heads, a couple of Hibs in there with Jay Wright and Jamie Murphy. What's your kind of thoughts on St Johnstone ahead of playing them tomorrow?
Yeah, listen, I've seen a lot of them, obviously, naturally, as you do. And they've got a lot of quality, they've got a lot of experience. The midfield, 3 or 4 players they've got, they'll pick 3 or 4 depending on their shape, from some quality players with an agenda, and that is to win for St Johnstone and try and beat Hibs. So we understand that. We're always competing against the team that is trying to beat us, is trying to stop us, and also trying to impose themselves on us. But at the same time, that's exactly what we prepare for, and the lads will go out cohesive, organised and full of endeavour.
One of the criticisms towards the squad last season was a lack of competition for places. Is that one of the things you're trying to aim to correct? Like, say, a lot of people struggling to pick the strongest 11.
Well, the only person that needs to worry about the strongest 11 is me. It's as simple as that. And I know my 11 already for Saturday. I've known it for 5 or 6, probably longer days. Haven't been able to naturally play that necessarily yet, but we're good to go. And sometimes a little bit of calm, a little bit of focus, and we can hit the ground running.
And the final one for me, you mentioned Mitchell being close to being back. Do you see him being utilised as a winger, or is he kind of more left-back competition?
Utility, really. I think obviously we've got Stevenson, we've got Cabraja, very different in their playing styles, and Mitchell, Dimitri can bring us a different option down that side as well. I also like Dimitri right midfield because I think he gives that inverted sort of winger the speed in behind that he's got. He's a tough character. And he's a bright footballer, so I like to meet. I always have. He's a player that I've liked. He's a player that I'm delighted we've got in the squad, and it may come a little bit too soon for him Saturday, but he's one that we expect to infiltrate not only the starting 11 but the squad pretty quickly.
Right, cheers.
Okay.